If an average worker today wanted to reach Elon Musk's net worth, they would have to work for roughly 8 million years. That is 30 times longer than humans have even existed on this planet. But here is the kicker: compared to the wealthiest people in history, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are actually not even close. To find the real money, we have to travel back to a time when individuals didn't just own companies, they owned entire countries. Today, we are ranking the richest humans to ever walk the earth, from a king who crashed an economy by being too nice, to an emperor who owned the literal source of the world's wealth. Stick around until the end, because the number one spot might actually be a god. Our first contender is Mansa Musa, the 14th century ruler of the Mali Empire. Mali sat right between the Sahara Desert and the Niger River, making it the world's ultimate hub for gold and salt. In 1324, Musa decided to go on a pilgrimage to Mecca, and he didn't travel light. He brought a caravan of 60,000 people and 80 camels, each carrying 300 pounds of gold dust. When he stopped in Cairo, he gave away so much gold to the poor that he actually caused a massive inflation crisis that lasted for years. While estimates vary, most historians put his net worth at roughly $400 billion in today's money. Next up is a man you've probably never heard of, Jacob Fugger. Born in Germany in 1459, he was known as the Copper King. He held a vertical monopoly over European copper and silver mining. He was so powerful that in 1519, he personally financed an election. He financed the election of Charles V to become the Holy Roman Emperor, spending millions of dollars to buy the votes. He later sent a blunt letter to the emperor reminding him that Your Imperial Majesty could not have acquired the crown without my help. At his peak, he controlled about 2% of Europe's entire GDP, which would be worth $400 billion today. Now, let's move to the era of maximum capitalism and John D. Rockefeller. In 1870, he founded Standard Oil and eventually controlled 90% of all oil refining in America. The government was so terrified of his power that they ordered his company to be broken up into 34 smaller companies in 1911. But here's the ironic part: the breakup actually made him richer because the stock values of those new companies soared. At his peak in 1913, his wealth was equivalent to 2% of the entire US economy. That is between $400 billion and $600 billion today. While Rockefeller was dominating the West, the Nizam of Hyderabad was becoming the wealthiest man in the East. Mir Osman Ali Khan ruled a state in India that was the biggest producer of oilseeds and famous for its diamonds. In 1937, he was assessed to be the richest man in the world, with a fortune estimated at $225 billion when adjusted for inflation. He even had his own currency, the Hyderabadi rupee, and a legendary jewelry collection now kept in a high-security vault. Finally, we reach the person who makes everyone else on this list look like they are working a part-time job. Augustus Caesar was the first Roman emperor, and he had a money-making method that was unbeatable. He treated the entire country of Egypt as his private property. He controlled all its tax flows, its mines, and its agriculture. Historians estimate his personal net worth was roughly $4.6 trillion to $5 trillion. To put that in perspective, Jeff Bezos would need to multiply his entire fortune by 25 just to come close. So, who is truly the richest? If we look at the share of the world's economy, Augustus Caesar wins by a landslide. But if we look at who has the most accessible wealth in a modern world, Elon Musk might actually be the winner. Ancient wealth was often tied to land or power that could disappear in a single war, whereas modern fortunes are verifiable. What would you do with $5 trillion? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.